Everyone remembers 19 years later. But what happened in those forgotten years after the Battle of Hogwarts? The secrets of Harry and Ginny's early careers, and the tragic reason Draco Malfoy finally changed his ways. Harry Potter became head of the Auror office at the Ministry of Magic, married Ginny Weasley, and had 3 children, James Sirius, Albus Severus, and Lily Luna, honored with the Chocolate Frog card. Ron Weasley worked as an Auror for 2 years, then left to co-manage Weasley's Wizard Wheezes with George, married Hermione Granger, and had 2 children, Rose and Hugo, honored with a Chocolate Frog card. Hermione Granger returned to Hogwarts to finish her education, restored her parents' memories, and built a powerful career at the ministry, eventually becoming Minister for Magic, as seen in Cursed Child, honored with a Chocolate Frog card. Ginny Weasley became a professional Quidditch player for the Holyhead Harpies before retiring to raise her family. Later became a respected Quidditch correspondent for the Daily Prophet. Married Harry Potter. Neville Longbottom briefly joined the Auror office before becoming the professor of herbology and head of Gryffindor House at Hogwarts. Married Hannah Abbott. Luna Lovegood became a magizoologist, traveling the world in search of rare magical creatures. Married Rolf Scamander, grandson of Newt, and had twin sons, Lorcan and Lysander. Albus Dumbledore. His portrait remained in the headmaster's office, offering advice. His legacy was honored by Harry, who named his second son Albus Severus. Severus Snape, honored by Harry Potter, who publicly defended his name and ensured his portrait was hung in the headmaster's office. Harry named his son Albus Severus Potter after him. Voldemort, condemned to an eternal, powerless existence in a form of limbo, unable to move on to the afterlife due to his soul's mutilation by Horcruxes. Draco Malfoy made peace with Harry and married Astoria Greengrass, raised his son, Scorpius, to reject the Malfoy family's pure blood ideology after Astoria's early death. Kingsley Shacklebolt became the Minister for Magic, initiating an era of reform, transparency, and rebuilding, including banning Dementors from Azkaban. Dudley Dursley achieved a fragile reconciliation with Harry, married and had 2 children, maintaining a relationship of polite discomfort with Harry's family. George Weasley continued to run the successful Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, married Angelina Johnson, and had 2 children, Fred, named in honor of his late twin, and Roxanne. Percy Weasley reconciled with his family during the Battle of Hogwarts and resumed his career at the Ministry, rising to head of the Department of Magical Transportation. Arthur Weasley continued working at the Ministry, eventually being promoted to head of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. Enjoyed becoming a grandfather many times over. Molly Weasley embraced her role as the matriarch of the Weasley clan, doting on her 7 children and 12 grandchildren. Rubeus Hagrid remained at Hogwarts as keeper of keys and grounds, and care of magical creatures professor, never married, staying loyal to Hogwarts and the Potter family. Minerva McGonagall became the decorated and respected headmistress of Hogwarts, awarded the Order of Merlin, First Class, and immortalized on a Chocolate Frog card. Dolores Umbridge, arrested, tried, and sentenced to a lifetime in Azkaban for her crimes committed under Voldemort's regime. Lucius Malfoy avoided Azkaban by offering inside information about Death Eaters, but lost all social prestige. His post-war life was marked by bitterness and disgrace. What if the most legendary wand in history, the one that makes its owner unbeatable, was actually defeated? We're ranking the 10 most powerful wands in the Harry Potter universe, and the final results will shock you. The most powerful wand isn't always the one you think, and its story breaks every rule of magic. Lucius Malfoy's wand. Starting us off at number 10 is the Wand of Lucius Malfoy. Crafted from elm with a dragon heartstring core, it measured an unusually long 18 inches. Its most striking feature was the ornate silver snakehead handle, a clear reflection of Malfoy's taste for status and Slytherin symbolism. What makes this wand noteworthy is the chilling moment Voldemort demanded it in Deathly Hallows. Surrounded by dozens of loyal followers, he singled out Lucius and stripped him of his wand, intending to use it against Harry Potter. This choice implies Voldemort, a master judge of power, saw Lucius's wand as particularly strong or reliable compared to the others present. The story of Lucius's wand demonstrates a key truth. Sometimes it isn't the wizard who makes a wand infamous, but the sheer circumstance in which it is wielded or taken. Minerva McGonagall's wand. Moving on to a witch of immense precision and control, Professor McGonagall's wand. It measured 9.5 inches, made of fir wood, with a dragon heartstring core. Shorter wands are often suited for precise and controlled spell work, fitting her perfectly. She was the Hogwarts Transfiguration Professor, a field that demands accuracy above raw force. With it, She performed some of the most advanced transfiguration magic seen in the series, including commanding an army of animated suits of armor to defend Hogwarts. What sets her wand apart is the incredible way it amplifies her natural talent, acting as a perfect extension of her mastery. Phileas Flitwick's Wand. The next entry belongs to a former dueling champion whose mastery of charms was second to none. Professor Flitwick, the long-serving charms master, carried a wand that reflected his extraordinary gifts. While its exact wood, length, and core were never revealed in canon, its power is clear. Flitwick was unrivaled in his finesse and speed in casting. His wand was central to these feats, enabling him to cast defensive enchantments that rivaled any in the castle. The lack of detailed specifications reminds us that not all power lies in rare cores. Sometimes, the true strength of a wand is revealed only through the results. Severus Snape's Wand. Severus Snape's wand is one of the more mysterious entries. Neither its length, wood, nor core are ever revealed. But what we do know is that Snape was one of the most inventive and powerful wizards of his era, and his wand never held him back. As the Half-Blood Prince, Snape invented and refined spells, curses, and potions that others would rely on for decades. His original spells, such as Sectum Sempra, became feared weapons. His wand had to be strong enough to channel this experimental magic without faltering. A lesser wand would have limited him, but Snape's clearly matched his exceptional, if darkly inclined, skill. Bellatrix Lestrange's Wand. Bellatrix Lestrange wielded a wand that was as dangerous as its master, crafted from walnut, measuring 12 3/4 inches, and containing a dragon heartstring core. Ollivander described it as unyielding, a trait that matched Bellatrix's sadistic personality. This wand left a long trail of victims. It was used to torture Alice and Frank Longbottom, to kill Sirius Black, and to slay Dobby the house elf. Its affinity for the unforgivable curses, particularly the Cruciatus, was exceptionally strong. Its legacy of cruelty meant the wand itself carried a sinister aura, forever inseparable from its dark deeds. Gellert Grindelwald's original wand. Before he ever claimed the Elder Wand, Gellert Grindelwald wielded a tool powerful enough to make him one of the most feared young wizards of his time. The exact details of this first wand, its wood, length, and core, were never revealed. However, its effectiveness is clear. With this original wand, he was already demonstrating mastery over advanced curses and was able to rival Albus Dumbledore in a duel during their youth. The potency of his first wand stands out because it represents the very foundation of Grindelwald's dark rise, proving he was a world-changing wizard, even without the most legendary staff of all. Harry Potter's Wand. Harry Potter's wand is one of the most significant in the wizarding world. Crafted from holly, measuring 11 inches, it contained a phoenix feather core. That feather was supplied by Fawkes, Dumbledore's phoenix, and only one other wand shared the same donor, Lord Voldemort. This brotherhood defined much of Harry's story, famously producing the priori incantatem effect. Beyond this rare link, Harry's wand consistently displayed strength far beyond what was expected, even resisting destruction and acting of its own accord to protect its master. Lord Voldemort's Wand. Lord Voldemort's wand was crafted from yew, measured 13.5 inches, and contained the twin phoenix feather core to Harry's. This is the infamous instrument responsible for the deaths of James and Lily Potter. Its affinity for dark magic perfectly matched Voldemort's nature, pairing especially well with the killing curse. What makes it notable is not just its record of death, but also its critical role in the creation of his Horcruxes. Its power was undeniable, but its familial link to Harry's wand ultimately created a limitation, forcing Voldemort to seek the next entry on our list. Albus Dumbledore's original wand. Long before Albus Dumbledore became the master of the Elder Wand, he wielded his first wand, though its exact wood, length, and core were never revealed. Its strength is legendary. This ordinary wand, fought like any other young wizard's, became the tool through which Dumbledore mastered diverse fields of magic. Most significantly, it was with this original wand that he defeated Gellert Grindelwald in 1945, even though Grindelwald was wielding the Elder Wand at the time. The story of Dumbledore's first wand highlights a key truth. Even a regular wand can rival the most feared artifact in existence when held by a wizard of unparalleled talent. The Elder Wand, securing its place as the most powerful wand in wizarding history, is the Elder Wand. Crafted from elderwood, 15 inches long with a core of thestral tail hair, it is one of the 3 Deathly Hallows. Said to have been created by Death himself, it can perform magic beyond the limits of ordinary wands, famously shown when Harry used it to mend his own broken holly wand. In battle, it channels spells with unmatched intensity. Despite its immense power, its effectiveness still depended on the wizard wielding it, as Voldemort ultimately failed to master its true allegiance. The Elder Wand's history of violence, combined with its unique ability to make the impossible possible, secures its place as the single most powerful wand ever known.